Hey guys, cool questions that just come in that I'd love to answer today, and it was from somebody who's starting a business, and they've asked that they've already established that they'll be using Instagram as their main source of promotion for their business, which is quite common, especially for a lot of e-commerce businesses, a lot of product-based businesses. I will have content featuring different people, so I think they have a connection where they want to, say, do interviews or do kind of group-based content or affiliate-based content. Thus, I'll be repurposing many photos. Do you have any advice on how to keep the feed looking uniform and creative? So I spoke about this in a previous video that about the quality of the content or the quality of the creative coming out. I think some people get really concerned about everything having to be perfect and polished, which I don't believe is always the case. Yes, I think great content makes a big difference, but for starting out, when you've got limited budget, limited time, it's a lot of it getting the content to 80% is more than enough and is good enough. As far as keeping it uniform and creative, what I would suggest is a couple of things. So it's actually a little bit, the questions are a little bit skewed in that keeping something uniform creatively might make you look consistent, or might make the page look consistent, but may not be valuable or as valuable if you're meeting a lot of people or you're having a lot of interviews. So you're doing a lot of group stuff. One way you could keep it consistent, for instance, is if you have a template where you take, say, the same picture every time. So basically the frame of the image or the layout of the image is the same, and the only thing you change is maybe a picture of the person you're interviewing or the group you're interviewing. It could be a shot with you and them if that's the case, or a shot that they supply you. So the majority of the creative looks uniform, but the only thing that changes is the person that's being interviewed for that piece of content. What I tend to lean towards, especially if you're using Instagram, because obviously Instagram is a very visual medium, built its credibility on the quality of pictures being taken and the interest of pictures. It now obviously supports video, it now supports multi-pictures. The real power for me is in that personality, is people understanding who you are, what you do, how you go about things. And Instagram's a great way of depicting the most intricate of details that could be happening behind the scenes or in your day-to-day life, and not forgetting to capture that sort of stuff too. So I know if you look at my Instagram feed, it's quite varied, and I like that. I don't have a theme. I'm not sticking to the rule book about how to activate Instagram, because I want my Instagram is for my brand, my personal brand, and the value I offer people, and I like that diversity because that's very much a part of my brand. I travel, I work with my team, I'm talking to a lot of different people, I'm doing strategies one day, I'm doing plans the next, I'm doing content. It's so diverse, and I love capturing all of that. So that would be my advice, to help keep your creative uniform if you need that, but don't forget to keep the personality, to make sure it's reflective of who you are as an individual and your brand, and of course your business's brand. I hope that helps.